Hi, this is Universal 144. Date does not matter. I'm going to talk about the eclipse on the 28th of October 2023, full moon Taurus. Okay. So there was a moment last year. Well, it kept going in. So there was North Node Taurus and South Node Scorpio. And then we ended up hitting North Node Aries and South Node Libra. Okay. So this eclipse on the 28th of October 2023 with full moon Taurus and Scorpio season is pretty important and pertinent for those of you who pay attention to things that are outside of you in a way, and not just the mundane, right? So I'm talking to people who are not stuck to their screen, buying stuff off of Amazon or Temu, whatever the heck, right? And I am talking to people who are actually like accessed, right? Like online, activated, right? So this eclipse is a game changer that many people are going to feel, no matter who and what category you're in, as far as where you're at. It'll be felt all across the board, right? This game changer energy is really like monetary value versus practical need. You will see stock markets. I talked about this with Taurus North Node, okay? And I said when it switches nodes, you will see a huge change in dynamic of what is going to be beneficial for people to invest in this and that. And this is where it actually hits, because Saturn is going to go to direct. It will go to direct, I think, November 4th. So when Saturn goes direct, because it's been in retrograde, you will really see like a stabling out process. And because the eclipse on the 28th of October, right before Saturn goes direct, and it's full moon eclipse in Taurus, you will see monetary value get kind of stable, right? This is all stock market. So main question for those of you who are concerned, which, I mean, I'd be concerned too if I was in the stock market. I mean, it's not very tangible to be in. So is this worth investing in long term? Does this add value, reward? Or does it keep me binded to an idea that doesn't work? Right? And so the whole portfolio idea is going to be completely debunked during this eclipse. And it will happen. So eclipses, yes, they happen in a moment. But these eclipses last for a very long period of time. Okay? And if you know the eclipse moment prior to it and you change course, or you just see it for what it is, these things can be lessened, right, when it comes to what I'm talking about with this one. So you just get out, right? So there are these aspects to physical things that don't work, right? And this eclipse, the 28th full moon Taurus lunar eclipse, is going to show this, okay? And a lot of people are going to ask these questions privately because we are in Scorpio season, okay? There is this gathering of information that the collective will do behind the stage in their own time. And this is also the Hunter full moon. So through my observation and my gathering of experience of 35 years, those who take action based off of assumption lose majorly during the Hunter moon. Because patient is the hunter, not the hunted. Okay? But there are those of us who don't play chess, right? So The wise hunter doesn't engage in chess games, okay? Because they're impartial. Not of it, the game. They see everybody else live their life through this, and so therefore they are shielded. So this is what's going to basically be eclipsed. A lot of people are going to see this, and this goes over a big extended period. And this did start with Taurus North Node, and there's a lot of things that are going to come into effect. Also, when the shift occurs in the collective of the 3D, I'm not talking most people who watch my channel, I'm talking 3D shift. There's going to be a lot of projected things that don't add up to a stable value. And this is where people are going to start wondering, well, what in the heck was I doing? Well, I don't know what you were doing because you were in 3D. I have no clue why the heck you invested in that. I have no clue why you married somebody like that. I have no clue why you stayed in a home like that. I have no clue why you X, Y, and Z. I don't know. Okay? So don't be asking, me why you did something like that. And why didn't anybody tell you and warn you? Because I'm not in the 3D. But I'm saying the shift will occur to where people are really going to question their own sanity here. And this is going to get real serious. Because there has been a value placed on things that people thought were worthy. They thought they were assets instead of liability, and so they put what into it? Energy, and object, and time. And when they realized that all that didn't matter in the end, there is going to be some stuff. And this has been going on for a long time. There is one thing that has always been said since the beginning, is when you understand that all these things, objects, this and that, have really no value. And the only thing that does have value is your relationship with your sanity, your energetics, your relationship with self. Then all these things just somehow don't matter. And then people look at you like you're crazy because you really don't care. Like nothing really bothers you. And people are like, are you okay? Because they're sitting there coming to you and they're like screaming at you and stuff. And you're like looking at them and not saying nothing. And they're like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Even though you're yelling at me in the freaking face, I'm fine. Can I get back to my duty? Can I go back to work now? Are you done yelling at me? Are you done trying to trigger me? This and that. So there's this shift of added value to people who do not get in the goop, the murky of all this crap. And it's as though whatever was projected to rise in value ends up crumbling. And so it doesn't matter to certain types. And so other types are going to be very agitated to those who don't care about it. Why are you trying to get me upset? You invested in something that was not decent. It really had no long-term value. Worth. It didn't do anything practical. There was no need for it, but you invested in it and I didn't, and now you're mad at me because I never freaking did. How does that work? Right? How does that work that you're mad at me because I'm not responding? Why should I be concerned about this? Same thing with what's going on right now globally. Okay? So why are people mad when a country takes away, their people's right to bear, and 3 years later they get hit and attacked? Okay, this has been going on for a very long time, and everybody wants to be like, oh, they shouldn't have done this, and then everybody wants to sit there and fight over freaking land and this and that. And in reality, you took away your people's right to defend themselves and this and that, and you give them a safe room, and then you want to act like everything's going to be hunky-dory when some extreme peoples want to, like, take their opportunity, and they have things that your people don't because you took it away. And everybody can look at this in Australia too. Look what happened to them. I mean, everybody can look at this in every single country, okay? Every single country. And all this statistic crap about, you know, the right to bear and this and that is a bunch of crap online, right? When you take away your own nation's, your own country's ability to own something that can defend them because you're afraid that is going to create whatever, but in reality, the more armed the country or the nation, the less likely it is to be what? Infiltrated and attacked. Sneak attacked. Okay? This is common sense, people. So this eclipse is also going to show the facts here on that. Taurus is a very practical, logical, freaking fixed earth sign. Okay? And so the stock market is going to start to look a little bit different from this eclipse. Because you're going to start seeing where some things have been going. There's going to be a lot of people questioning, why are we giving this to this and this? Why are we giving this to Ukraine? Why are we giving this to Israel? And we don't even have our own defense. And why are we opening our borders? And why is this and that? And why is the freaking other people wanting to do business with the Canadians and not Alaska and get, you know, graphite one with us? Well, because we're unstable. So this is all Taurus energy. So you will see through this eclipse on the 28th, full moon Taurus, lunar eclipse, how that X that went through the United States of America back in 2018, and then I think it was like 2015, there was an eclipse too, and it made the X on the United States of America. You will see how we could rise or fall here, and we got to get practical, right? Because this has happened to other countries that are going through it now. And this is the way eclipses work. When it X's a nation over a 10-year period with an eclipse, a full-blown one, and you see the X on the map, right? And I think this is probably why Elon Musk made his, when he bought Twitter, he called it X. Like, come on, hello people, wake up. Because when X marks the spot with these eclipses, it is do or die type thing. It is actually like get up and have sovereignty and freedom and this and that and fight for freedom peacefully, this and that, or just let yourself get ruined. Just like every other nation has in history, okay? Just like every other nation. When they disarm people. There is no peace at that point because there's always going to be an extreme person. And there's always going to be this market that needs to be balanced. And Taurus is what? It's always there. It's the bull. Stock market, okay? Trading, this and that. So are we going to wake up here? Are we going to understand this is a game changer energy and we have the power to do with it what we wish? For the highest good? Or are we going to sit here and act like everything's okay and keep buying crap on freaking Amazon, this and that, and you know, just doing some stupid things with our money? Meanwhile, inflation. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, taxes going up. This and who can afford to do whatever? Like seriously, do you not understand the reality of a situation? Does this add value to me by investing in it? Or does this bind me to an idea that doesn't work in my budget, my line of work, and all the above? This is what people will realize through this eclipse period, and it lasts more than 6 months. Full moon lunar eclipse, Taurus, Saturday. And it's on a Saturday, ruled by Saturn. And Saturn goes out of retrograde and goes direct on November 4th. November is an 11, and you got the 4. It's the 411. Be wise.